Hey guys, it's Michael from Devoted to Vinyl, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the best way you can go about cleaning your vinyl records. Should you clean them manually by hand, or should you buy a record cleaning machine? So if you've watched any of my previous two videos on my channel, then you know that we've been really focused on the best way you can go about cleaning your vinyl records. In the first video, we talked about how you can clean your records by hand, and that's a particularly great option because needing only household products to make your cleaning solution and a couple microfiber rags to clean your records, well, you save a lot of money. And in the next video, we talked about how you can automate the process by buying a record cleaning machine. Now this is a particularly great option for anybody that wants to vacuum dry their records rather than having to rely on a microfiber rag. But in today's video, I wanted to address the obvious question that some of you probably have, which is, which one is the better cleaning method and why? Why? Like what are the reasons though? Is it good enough to clean my records by hand, or do I need to shell out a few $100s and buy a record cleaning machine? Well, I'm familiar with both cleaning methods, so here are my thoughts. I think cleaning records by hand is not only a great option because it's inexpensive, but it's also really effective. I've cleaned hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of records by hand, and as long as they came in pretty good shape, they always played really nicely on my turntable. Now, the records that didn't sound very good after I cleaned them were usually records that were severely damaged. But the honest truth is that I bought them severely damaged, so I can't really blame the cleaning method. Now, with that said, the Okinoki cleans records really nicely. In fact, I think that records coming off the Okinoki clean look far more polished than the records that I clean by hand. For a $500 record cleaner, it better look more polished. Now, when I played the records that I cleaned from the Okinoki on my turntable, in all honesty, I really didn't hear a significant sound improvement over the records that I cleaned by hand. Now, did the records that I cleaned on the Okinoki sound better than the ones that I cleaned by hand? Yeah, a little better. There was a little bit less static on certain tracks, especially if a singer hit a higher note in a song. But was it a dramatic difference between the records that I cleaned using the Okinoki and the ones that I just cleaned by hand? Well, in my opinion, the answer is a definite no. So if that's the case, who is a record cleaning machine ideally for? Well, I think that if you're somebody that buys lots of records from yard sales and estate sales, and they come with lots of dirt and grime on the surface, I actually think a record cleaning machine would be perfect for you. Because it's going to be able to take your dirty record and polish it up and make it look virtually brand new. And as long as it doesn't have a lot of deep scratches on the surface or have a lot of damage to the record groove, you'll notice that it actually plays remarkably well on your turntable. But I think that if you buy a lot of brand new records, or if you buy a lot of used records but they were properly taken care of over the years and you're really only dealing with minor dust and dirt, I think that you can clean your records by hand and be very happy with the results. And remember that with a record cleaning machine, you're not only going to have to pay a lot more money, but you're also going to have to keep it in good working condition. So that means that you're going to have to drain the machine of the liquid waste that builds up over time when you clean lots of records. And for the Okinoki, you should do this after every 30 records you clean. Oh, and we're not done. You also need to make sure that the brush that comes with the record cleaning machine is always clean. On top of that, you also have to make sure that the vacuum brush pads are replaced after every 100 records that you dry. And so, if all of that seems like a big hassle for you, especially after spending so much money on the machine, you might just want to stick to cleaning your records by hand. You better get out that microfiber rag and put your back into it. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it to be helpful. And if you did, you know what to do. Please hit that like button down below. You know I always appreciate it when you do that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Devoted to Vinyl, if you want to be informed whenever a new video drops. And as always, I want to leave you with a question. Do you like cleaning your records by hand, or do you prefer a record cleaning machine? Make sure you post your comments down below. I can't wait to read them and see what you guys have to say. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next week.